preparation for reopening our church for worship at 9:30 on July 12th. We hope to be able to have people come back to worship soon, and part of the preparation means going over this list to make sure everything is right.
You have a paper on how to do things right? Sounds like the Bible to me.
Well, the items on this paper were created by lots of people, like the CDC and our insurance company and other members of the council, like me.
You're a member of the Cowsills? I love your music. Monday, Monday, so good to me. Wait, darling, give me a head with hair, long, beautiful hair, shining, gleaming, streaming, flaxen, waxen.
Brian, I said I was a member of the council, the church council, not the group, the Cowsills.
Oh,
A lot of people have researched and read and prayed about how to keep our members safe and healthy and still be able to gather to worship. It's really quite involved.
I see. So what's on your list?
Well, ushers will be seating people in every other pew. Families can sit together in a pew, but there needs to be space between families. 6 feet of space. Ushers will select where people will be seated and guide them in and out of the building to ensure we limit the amount of physical contact. There will be 1 entrance to the building and 1 exit.
Wow, those ushers will be busy.
That they will, Morgan, but since there will be no bulletins or passing of the offering plate, they won't have to do those things that they used to do. The service will be projected on our screens, and the offering will be collected in the narthex as they arrive or leave.
What about the sharing of the pizza? That always sounded like a good idea to me.
I'm not sure you heard sharing of the pizza, but actually there will not be sharing of the peace. In fact, there will be no physical greeting at any time, before or after the service. Out of respect for those with health concerns, we are keeping our hands to ourselves, and there will be no eating.
No pizza? No cookies? No coffee? No tea?
You got that right, and we won't be using the water fountains. It's way too difficult to sanitize everything in this building. The sanctuary will be cleaned every week, plus you will have to take your mask off to eat or drink. Not even the water fountains, and we're asking everyone to wear a mask while they are attending. Once you are outside, conversation can take place at a safe distance from one another. Pastor and Karen will be greeting worshipers outside after the service.
So we can be friendly, but just untouchable.
Correct. When worshipers enter, they will sign in and be seated by the ushers directly after entering. It is important to stay seated where they place you. And by the way, it may be a new place in the sanctuary, new to you, not your usual pew.
Hey, it sounds like a wedding. Sign in, sit where the ushers lead you according to a seating plan, wait to be ushered out. It's like being at a celebration.
Exactly. Worship is a celebration. It is important that every one of our church family knows we take our faith and their health seriously. There will be lots of hand sanitizer, no communion, no singing for now, no seating in the narthex. We won't be going into the education wing or the fellowship hall.
Wait a minute. If we don't use the fellowship hall or the education wing, does that mean no Sunday school or nursery? No kids?
No Sunday school or nursery, but kids are always welcome in worship. In fact, I think some of our kids are the best listeners in the congregation.
This Manda Panda has really caused a lot of changes. I did see some new things in the building, though.
You must mean the pandemic, and yes, people will notice a few changes that we think are good. For instance, we have all new lights in the fellowship hall, LED lights. It's so bright and cheerful, and we have a flat screen TV mounted on the opposite end of the fellowship hall so that if needed, folks can see the service from there if the sanctuary is crowded. The work of the church and the work of the church people did not stop with the COVID-19 virus. God's work always needs to continue. One last thing, Morgan. Here's a mask for you to wear. I noticed you didn't have one.
Joyce, I'm sorry, but I can't wear that mask.
Why? Is it it too big, too small, the wrong color?
No, Joyce. I have no ears.
Oh, I see that now. You know, we here at church want it to be the safest and healthiest place for all of our church family. The ones who feel more comfortable staying at home during this time, those that want to watch the service on the website or Facebook, and those that want to come and attend during this first phase of reopening. We especially care for those without ears. Morgan, we will come up with something just for you that you can be comfortable worshiping here again.
Oh, I love my church. Thank you.
Morgan, we love you and the church too.